Welcome everybody, this is How to English, Teach and Learn with Gav and Em.
It's a podcast about teaching and learning English as a foreign language.
All opinions stated are personal and references will be given when necessary. So would you call yourself an organised person, Gav?
I wouldn't say I'm disorganised, but maybe I could improve some of my organisational skills.
Well, you're in luck because that is today's topic.
I'm very excited. We're returning to this topic, Em.
We are. We started donkeys years ago, Gav. We did talk about organising stuff.
Was that season 1?
Yeah. Episode 43, organising stuff. We covered the basics. We talked about timetables, schedules, files, folders, stuff.
That is all of the stuff that we needed to talk about. But now things have moved on, Em, and we need to talk about organising in a more detailed way.
And the stuff changed a bit, I think. I was talking about digitalising my files, which seems like a really obvious thing to do now, but I've definitely become more tech savvy in these recent years. So now we're at a different point perhaps, and we need a bit more help with our online teaching. So we're going to really focus on that today. Teaching online and getting organised.
I'm looking forward to it, Em.
I want some insights, Gav, about how you manage your teaching online.
Sure. What would you like to know, Em?
Which platforms do you teach on?
I'm currently using Teams, Skype, Zoom, WebEx, Whereby, and occasionally Google Meet.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6, Gav. 6 online platforms.
I know, it sounds like a lot, doesn't it?
Doesn't sound like a lot. I think it is a lot. And that's all in one day, possibly. You're mixing up, going from one platform to the other.
It can be, and I have to think, I need to close this platform and open this other one, or have another video conference going at the same time. Sorry, computer, I know you're sweating.
What happens if you have one platform open and then you try and join a different meeting on a different platform?
It says, cannot access your camera.
Oh, and then you're looking for the reason why it's not working. Is your camera off? Is it broken?
I think there's a lot of pressure on my computer to run all of those different video conferencing apps at the same time.
And I have seen your laptop. It has got a lot of windows open, I've noticed. So if you're trying to find the window with the meeting that you didn't close, it could be quite hard.
Mm-hmm.
And are those platforms very different from each other?
They are fairly different, Em. I'd say some of them have some advantages, some have some disadvantages. Overall, they work, but I do have to constantly remind myself what's different about this app.
So you're constantly trying to remember where the buttons are on different pages.
That is correct, Em.
I see. So how do your students pay for their lessons, Gav?
I have one-to-one individual classes, and I also work for a couple of language schools. My private students use either Stripe or PayPal, or they pay directly to my bank account, and so do the language schools.
Are PayPal and Stripe pretty similar?
They are quite similar. I prefer Stripe myself because the charges are lower and I get more of my profits, but they both basically work the same way.
And Gav, tell me, how do you organise your classes?
I create a link to the session or the course in one of the video conferencing platforms I've already mentioned, and I forward it using Outlook. Or sometimes my students send me an invitation, which goes automatically into my calendar. To be honest, it isn't always very reliable. For example, if they cancel or reschedule, it might not notify me, which can be a problem.
And that sounds a bit confusing because sometimes you're the one organising it, but other times it's the students organising it. So you need to keep track of which courses have which invitation and if they're in Outlook or not. And yeah, I suppose that's the problem if it gets cancelled, because sometimes you need to do it and other times the student needs to do it, yeah?
So I don't always receive those notifications because sometimes the apps are not that reliable.
I get a bit confused sometimes as well when you get the email and whether or not you need to actually authorize it, or if you press the wrong button, if you've removed it without realizing it from your calendar.
The number of times I've accidentally cancelled a course instead of cancelling an individual lesson.
That happens too. Okay.
How does that compare to what you use to organise your lessons, Em?
Yeah, it's the same for me, really. I've got a mix of invitations, some that I've sent and some the students have sent. And to be honest, I just keep it all on a piece of paper now.
A piece of paper?
Yeah, because then I know, and I've got my post-it note system where I cover things up if it's not happening, and just because I remember it that way.
You have a weekly paper timetable that you change each week, and you put post-it notes over classes to say that they've cancelled or that you're rescheduling them?
That's exactly right. It's not ideal, but it works, kinda.
It sounds very complicated. And in fact, both of our methods of keeping organised don't sound like the optimal way to do it.
That's a good point. I think that is because it's all over the place and there's things coming all from different directions, and we're using bits of different platforms to help. But it does get a bit confusing.
It does, because the students are often rescheduling, cancelling. I've got lots of different platforms. It is confusing, Em, I agree. I eventually get the hang of my current timetable, but when it changes, I have been known to make some mistakes, Em.
Yeah, and if there's a mistake, it's always because of the technology. It's never me, Gav. So why do you use so many platforms, Gav?
I don't know. I guess sometimes the student says, I really like using this video conferencing app. Can we use it? And I say, sure, no problem. Sometimes I'm already using one for a company and they say, could you please use this for all of our classes? So it ends up a bit of a mixed, tangled web of confusing arrangements. Is that also the case for you?
Absolutely. Gav, I think this is a good time to introduce today's guest.
That's right, Em. Today's guest is Alvaro Salvat, the CEO of VEI. VEI is an all-in-one platform for online teachers and creators. At VEI, you can host live video sessions, schedule meetings, create courses, collect payments, and track your business.
And the reason we invited Alvaro on today's episode is that we've been looking for a platform where you can have all these services in one place. VEI also integrates other applications so you can continue using your favourite apps and teach and earn from your current schedule.
So you don't need to make too many changes. I like the sound of that, Em.
Okay, Gav, Alvaro is in the green room waiting. Let's invite him onto our show and find out more about VEI.
Hi, Alvaro. We're really pleased to meet you. We're Gav and Em from How to English podcast. If you wouldn't mind, we'd love to ask you some questions about your online platform, VEI.
Thanks, Gav. Thanks, Em. It'd be my pleasure to go through them.
Thanks, Alvaro. We'd like to start by asking some general questions about VEI. Can you sum up VEI in one sentence?
Sure. VEI is an all-in-one business management platform that helps educators run their business seamlessly and from anywhere.
How can VEI help me organise my teaching business?
Life is not easy for edupreneurs these days. Creating a website, scheduling tools, managing payments, customers and finances, creating email promotions, all these tasks are done either manually or with platforms specialized in one of these aspects. The result is admin burden and cost inefficiencies. VEI offers all these tools, website, scheduling, and so on, in one place. You can connect your favorite platforms or use VEI tools through our one-click control panel.
Do I need to give my personal details to use the platform?
It is as easy as adding your email and name to start using VEI.
Will you take a percentage of my earnings?
VEI's value proposition is to make our customers' journey more efficient. That includes monetization. We currently offer a monthly subscription without any added commission. That means that you can grow your business without growing your costs. We've also partnered with Stripe, the leading payment infrastructure in the internet, who offers a secure and reliable payment option to our customers and students.
Thank you for your answers. Now, we'd like to learn more about VE's services. What features can someone with a free membership enjoy?
Free members can get a taste of what VE offers, getting access to most of the tools, including all our third-party integrations.
How can I benefit from going premium?
Once you get a taste of VE's free plan, going premium means that you're ready to optimize your business. Premium offers unlimited course creation and a limited number of customers, and unlocks new features as emailing tools and customizable options.
Do I have to switch from my current video platform?
No, you don't. Our motto is to adapt to our customers' workflow. We integrate Zoom and Google Meet, and there will be more video platforms to come. At the same time, we offer VE Video, a built-in video conferencing tool that allows you to track your customers' interactions and connection periods. This is especially useful when you need to track course assistance.
Are your services easy to use?
I started my career as a designer, and this is something that it's not easy to shake off. Ease of usage is a core component at VE, and according to our customers' feedback, that is something that immediately stands out.
Does VE have an app I can use on the go?
VE can be used in most of the market devices through our web app.
Can I get help if I get stuck on the platform?
Absolutely. We offer support through VE chat, email, and our social media channels.
Is my data safe with VE?
Indeed, VE follows the strictest standards of data protection.
Do you already have many teachers and language coaches on VE?
We have a growing number of customers. Their feedback has been key to improve and develop our new features.
Thank you. Here are some questions specifically about the platform. What's a discovery call and how does it work?
Discovery calls are appointments set with potential students that show interest in your business. By sharing your schedule, potential students will be able to select a time slot that is suitable for both them and you.
Do my students need to register with VE to have an online lesson on the platform?
Students simply need to add their email address and name and pay through VE. From then onwards, students can access an online lesson through the way that it's easier for them. Either VE's email reminders, their personal calendar, or through VE's dashboard.
Can I use my own calendar with your platform?
Indeed. VE's mission is that you can remain using your favorite tools while using our platform. We currently offer Google Calendar integration, but many other integrations will come.
Okay, we just have one last question. Could you tell us a bit about the referrals plan and affiliate program you offer?
We want each of our customers to be part of our success. That is why if you share a referral link with your friends, you can earn over £40 with each of them if they purchase a premium plan.
Thank you so much, Alvaro, for taking part in today's show. We're definitely going to utilize the amazing services that VE offers.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Gav. Thanks, Em. It's been my pleasure.
That's a really good overview of VE's services. Em, let me tell you how easy VE is to start using. First of all, you set up your account with your email and you create a password. This takes you to the landing page where you can add a profile picture. You can sync your calendar next. After that, create a course or schedule a lesson with your student with one click. You can teach using VE's own video platform or by Zoom or Google Meets. What's more is your students can pay for their classes using VE's payment system easily online. And there's no charge for this, by the way. You can track payments on your performance page, which I think is a really useful tool, so you can see how much you've made each day, week, or month.
On top of this, Gav, once you've set up your personalised landing page, you can share it with potential students and they can find out about you, visit your socials and see your availability to book a lesson. Another great feature is VEI's video conferencing app, which allows you to record your teaching session as well as share your computer's window and desktop, and has a chat window just like all the other video platforms. Also, as Alvaro mentioned, they have an integrated payment system which uses Stripe, which you can use to send invoices to your students and receive payments.
Did you know, with Stripe, you have the option to direct a percentage of your income to fund emerging carbon removal technologies? How cool is that? This will support research in removing carbon from the atmosphere, which is my thing, Em.
Even better. VEI also allows you to create email campaigns and share a link for your current and upcoming courses. So don't forget, on your public profile, students can see all your courses, they can schedule a lesson, they can contact you by email, check out your socials, including YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of that. It is a one-stop shop, Gav. It's an all-in-one platform.
Very, very useful.
Gav, I'd like to focus on something I really like on VEI, which is the Create a Course feature. Let me walk you through it. Gav, can you go to www.vei.live? VEI, that's VEI. And you've already set up your account.
I'm logged in.
So if you go to the Course tab.
Course tab, yes.
And create a new course by pressing Let's Go.
Let's go, yes.
You can type the name of your class, call it whatever you want.
I'm going to call it English Group Conversation with Gav.
It's a default that's set to group, so you can choose the maximum group size. You can increase this with VEI Premium.
Right, so I've got 5 students in my group, yes.
Then choose which video platform you want to use.
I'm going to choose VEI Video because it's very user-friendly.
Excellent. You can choose now which day, what time you want the class to be.
So let's start this week, and...
Will it be monthly, weekly? You can set that to repeat.
Right, I've got that weekly.
Good. Then you can add the price. So do you want your students to pay as they go or pay up front?
Oh, definitely pay up front.
Okay, so that can be set. And then you can finish by writing the course details, what you're going to cover in each lesson. You can add a picture. You can make your course look more professional.
Very cool. So I'm going to write English lessons with Gav. Practice your speaking skills and have fun meeting other students online.
Nice. You're going to put a picture there?
Yep, I've got a big picture of me smiling.
Very nice. So that's done. All you need to do now is copy the link and share it on your socials to help your students or potential students find your course.
Or I could use that in my email campaign and send it to a few potential students.
So that's a new course anyone can join. It's a drop-in course. Alternatively, you can set up all your existing classes using VEI, send out all the invitations by email, and that will automatically go into your calendar on VEI, so there's no confusion there. It's all in one place.
That makes it so much more simple, Em.
And the courses are all on your landing page, so you can keep track of everything easily. Gav, after seeing the potential of VEI, I already feel more organised. And after I've set everything up, I think life will be so much easier.
I'm going to definitely encourage my students and also fellow teachers to try VEI. The free version is available to everybody, and you can upgrade if you want to for the extra benefits. Check it out. We really recommend it.
So Gav, on that note, I'm going to say farewell, have a good day, and don't forget to check out VEI, everybody. VEI.live, VEI.live, Live.
I'll see you there, Em. Happy teaching!